Hi everyone, it's Karen here, and today I'm going to show you how I created this cutesy little tag using Pipin from Lavinia stamps, fern branch, and creating an easy background with distress oxides. I'm going to use broken china. In this tag I used tumbled glass, and the reason I'm not doing it in tumbled glass is just because it will show up easier on camera whilst I'm doing it if I'm using a slightly darker colour. So I'm taking my distress oxide and just smooshing it onto my mat with a tiny bit of water, and I'm just making sure that I spritz lightly the edges of that pad so that I don't get some blocky effects when I tap my card into the ink. So when you tap it, you can see, pick it up, take one, pick it up, leaving some gaps of white. That way you get this lovely sort of blotchy effect. I'm sure there will be a technical term for that. Now if you wanted to build up the layers, you can, taking something you've already done, and you land up with even more texture. So you can either heat that with a heat gun or let it to dry on its own. Either way will work. For speed here, I'm going to use my heat gun. I'm now going to take fern branch and I'm going to use embossing pad and wow metallic silver sparkle embossing powder. I'm first going to take my anti-static pad and just rub it over so that I don't get anything where I don't want it to be. And I'm going to ink up my stamp. Remembering I'm going to put my little Pipin there, so I'm going to start my branch around there. Angling it in different angles because not all branches hang in the same orientation. Always putting the lid on your ink pad before you open the embossing powder, because I don't know if you've done that and you land up with embossing powder all over your ink pad. So isn't that pretty? And I'm just going to heat that too. The other thing that I'm going to do is stamp along the edge with this stamp from Lavinia, which says, "Every dream begins with a wish." Isn't that beautiful? I really like that. So I'm going to stamp up. Here I'm using VersaFine Onyx Black, but Nocturne will do just as well in VersaFine Clair. Isn't that just a beautiful script? So elegant. And then we're going to take our gorgeous little Pipin. He's gorgeous. I keep him in a special little bag so that I don't lose him. I have lost one of him before. I think he's stuck on the back of something, but so just making sure that he's well inked, because with it being a solid stamp, you just want to make sure. And we're going to put him just there. Oh, he's so cute. It's the little things, isn't it? So the very next thing I'm going to do is punch a hole in the top. And I'll tell you why in a second. because when I put the snow on it, it's easier to have punched the hole and put my little reinforcement in before I put all that snow on it. So that's just what I'm going to do there. And I chose red just because I have created red splatters, and I just thought that coordinated really well. So the next thing I'm going to do is splatter it. I'm using Posca pen. These come in multiple of sizes. What is this one? This one is a this is the 3M one. They come in 5, but this is a 3M one. So I'm just going to splatter. I'm tapping it with the edge of my ruler. You can just flick it, but that's a little more tricky for me, or risky for me, and that's not how I play the game. And then I'm going to take my glue and run it along the branches to adhere my snow to it. The snow that I'm going to use is Ice Diamond here. It's from Pinflare Crafts, and look at it. Isn't that beautiful and glittery? But you can use glitter or any other snow that you've got. And I'm just going to apply the snow randomly along the branches. And then finally, the last thing I'm going to do is thread my ribbon through the hole at the top. I'm going to leave it and let this snow to dry first, but you can see, isn't that cute? And so quick. So I'd love to see what you make. Thanks for watching. Bye.